I have a challenge for you. Get an ice cream scoop that's got the little thing, a can opener, a manual can opener, a potato peeler, pen and pencil, dry erase markers. Try all those things using your left hand if you're a right-handed person, and tell me if it's difficult for you, okay? You try to do everything left-handed if you're right-handed, and tell me how that is for you. And this video is not over until you see Toby playing Chinese checkers at the end. Hi guys, it's Carol. How are you? Now I know this camera on my cell phone films backwards. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. I titled this "A Day Late and a Dollar Short and Left-Handed" because I'm always late at everything, and I'm always financially challenged, and I'm left-handed. This is a week late. August 13th was International Left-Handers Day. I meant to make this video last Sunday, but depression's been kicking my butt. I haven't got a whole lot done, but anyway, that's August and typical for me. But anyway, I wanted to talk about being left-handed. I don't really understand the big hoop-de-doo over being left-handed is so hard. Maybe that's because I've always been left-handed. I don't know that it's such a challenge. Oh, I need to grab something. I'll be right back. I had to grab a few things that I do have trouble with in the kitchen mostly. I like using my glass measuring cup, but when I hold it in my left hand, the cup measurements are on this side. On this side is metric, and recipes I use are all in cups. So what I have to do is I set it on a counter where I can see the 1 cup side, or ounces, and I fill it up on this side, and then I pick it up with my right hand and pour it in. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal, but I'm forever picking it up and saying, oh yeah, I don't know millimeters and stuff. Ice cream scoops. To hold it in your left hand, this thing is over there. I mean, it's hard to dig and then do it with your fingers. It doesn't work out very well. So I use my ice cream scoop to scoop ice cream, and then when I get the ice cream cone, I put it on top and try to do it with my fingers, which is really awkward. Must be nice just to go. Potato peelers. Most potato peelers only work if you're using it with your right hand like this, because that's the sharp side of the blade. When you turn it over, that sharp side of the blade is not up. And can openers. Virtually impossible to use left-handed. So I've gotten adept at using it as a right-handed person, because if you clamp this down on your can, I've told it my left hand to turn it with this. If I wanted to do it like this, and hold it with my right hand and turn it, well, nothing works. It doesn't work. But those are minor. If that was, my saying is, if that's the worst problem we have for today, we're doing pretty good. But those are some things. But I made a list also. Back when I worked at a desk with a computer, desktop to computer, and a mouse. The mouse was on the wrong side. The cord was never long enough to put it over so my left hand could use it. That took some getting used to. When I worked, I used to drive my boss crazy. Okay, let me see if I can do this with this camera that turns everything backwards. Okay, this is the left side of the paper with the holes. This is the right side. If I were making a list, and this may be a quirk on my brain, I don't know. I start down here, milk, and go up. I taught myself finally, I still start over here, but I start over here by doing milk and going down, but that's awkward for me. To start over here, if you're using a spiral notebook, the spiral is right there, and you can't get your hand, That's why lefties start over here, so we have room for our hand. The spiral is there. Or if you have it in a 3-ring binder. But just in general, even if I just had a piece of paper on a desk, I start down here and make my list up. And I start on the right side. I taught myself to start at the top of the right side and come down. But here at home, that's how I do it. Also, when I was in school, they had those silly desks. If you're old as me, you remember them, where you sat and the wooden thing was curved. It's perfect for right-handed people. But on left-handed people, no, it did not work. You know those kind of desks. And also, when I would be writing on a piece of paper, I constantly, during my school years, this part of my hand was covered either in ink or pencil lead, because your hand slides right across it. When you're right-handed, you don't. Also, if you're writing on a dry erase board, as you go across, your left hand erases it for you as you're writing. It's difficult to do. Oh, when I was in school, most left-handed people wrote with a hook like this so they could see what they're writing. I just taught myself to write like this, and I couldn't see what I was writing, but I never could do the left-handed hook thing. Let's see what's on my list. Spiral notebooks are just the devil. Rulers. If you're using, I don't have one right here anywhere close by me. If you're using a measuring tape or a ruler and you're left-handed, your tendency is to hold it in your left hand, put it down, and the numbers in inches are on the opposite side and upside down. You don't get the numbers right side up and going from left to right. Seating in a booth or at a table, you have to make sure you don't put a left-handed person next to a right-handed person, because then they elbow each other when they're trying to eat. What else have I got? Oh, obviously it's in dogs too, because Toby, if I put my hand out to shake or put my hand out and he'll pat me, he does it with his left hand. Molly does it with her right paw. Toby uses his left paw. Molly uses her right paw. I looked up some stuff. Left-handed people comprise only 10% of the world. That's the number of people that are left-handed, 10%. Well, in my family, when I was married, there were 6 of us. My husband was left-handed. I'm left-handed. My first child, left-handed. My second child, right-handed. My third child, left-handed. My fourth child, left-handed. So 5 of us were left-handed, and Casey is the right-handed child. I couldn't teach her anything. And I grew up with my mom, who was right-handed. She could not teach me to crochet, knit, do anything like that. The research I found, I like to learn things, so I just read. I look up articles and read about different things. It says, this jumped out at me because, mental illness is rampant in my family. Of the 6 of us, of our original family with my husband, 5 of us suffer with mental illness. 1 doesn't, but he's left-handed. Casey has horrible issues with mental illness, and she's right-handed. So, but still, Yale University did a study, and they were doing a study on people with psychotic disorders. 40% were left-handed. 40% had some kind of psychotic issue. They say, these studies tell them that left-handedness seems to be only 25% genetic. I never understood what the other things were, but a study did show that for mothers, whether they were left-handed or right-handed, if they were very stressed during pregnancy, they tended to have more left-handed children. So I was always stressed. No wonder I have 3 left-handed kids, 3 out of 4. I guess that's all the little tidbits I wrote down. It's not really a big deal to me. Some people said doors are made for right-handed people. I don't get that. The doors don't bother me. Cars are made for right-handed. I can even drive a standard car with a standard shift using my right hand. I had no problem with that. Although I can see it would be much easier if I were the car gear shift was on the left, but I can do right just fine with that. I can't think of anything else much that really draws attention to, oh, that's made for a right-handed person. But anyway, that's my little video for today. Toby's being nice and quiet today. I waited till we had played and worn him out. And Molly, of course, saw me got the tripod out and she dove under the couch. I don't know why she's scared of that thing. All right, guys. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Leave me a comment and tell me if you're left-handed or right-handed, and how many people in your immediate family are left-handed, if you would, please. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, one thing. I startled Toby. One thing I did read is that it's very hard for photographers, because if you're using an actual camera, not a cell phone, the thing is always on the right side for a right-handed person. Maybe that's why my videos, sometimes I have trouble with them, because I turn my cell phone around to where the little white circle you push to record or take a picture is on the left side. So it's actually, I'm doing it upside down. Who knows? Okay, bye. My grandkids will say, Toby, it's your turn, and so he carefully studies the board. He doesn't nudge the marbles yet, but he does look at it and try to figure out what's up.